Hi guys, welcome to another episode of It Lurks Below. My name is Wilfred. So this game is created by Mr. David Brevet, and I've been doing some coverage for quite some time. So, in case you just tune in, yes, it is a wonderful game. If you can look past the production curve like 2D pixel art game, it is really a lot of depth to it. I keep coming back to this game again and again. Mr. Brevet has done a lot of work on this one based on our feedback. It is truly a labor of love. So, I just would like to give some feature on this one. I know it's not really one of the most popular games in my channel, but I do really love it. So yeah, I hope you don't mind. I do a little bit more coverage on this game as time goes by. Now, time now is autumn. So autumn is close to winter. So the significance of it is that when winter comes, there will be no growth of vegetable, not unless you have a greenhouse. And which means that I have to start preparing food for the winter to come, that I can survive it. So that is the gist of it. So I'm trying to collect a lot of eggs and do a lot of farming as much as I can. Now, of course, I need to make sure that I've got enough seed as well, because without seed, there will be no growth of vegetable. So it's a little bit of planning ahead, but it's very, very rewarding as well once you get it right. It's not that hard. I've got like extension of my base over here, a bit of like this is a vendor whereby you can sell some hats, and you can check out all the hats that they sell. They refresh it from time to time, so I do advise you to check out the vendor as much as you can. Right now this video, every video I try to do some theme to it. Sometimes I give you some tips on survival, sometimes I give you some tips on how to do the skill trees, and for this particular video I like to address once you clear one boss, you head to another level, and what do you do in between of the two? It is kind of obvious, but it's not at all obvious sometimes. So this was the boss room, took it down quite easily, and this is it. I've done the boss here. Now the next bit is really to explore below here. Now this is a little kind of like a, I don't know how to call it, like a semicircle, orange in color. That's where the story is. You could head to that part and to explore the story a little bit. I highly recommend you do that. So this little white dot here is where you are, and I feedback to Mr. Brevet a long time ago with regard to sometimes it's really, really hard to see where I am on the minimap. I think before that was a crosshair, and one thing good about the whole game is that Mr. Brevet listened to our kind of like feedback. So yeah, it's very good. Now, so the reality is that once you have clear one level, you head to the next level, and this is yet another level here. This is where I'm heading to the IC level, and the important thing is just keep digging around and keep exploring as well, because you never know what kind of things that you see. Now you see all this art here. That is the part that you want to do, because you want to upgrade your gear in between levels. So after you clear one boss, your first priority is to upgrade gear. All right. So in order to do that, okay, that's good, very handy. Thank you. In order to do that, you have to start mining stuff like this one here, and once you start doing that, you will be able to, like, this is Mithril by the way, and you'll be able to get a little bit more kind of like options when it comes to your gear wise. So yeah, so it's very important. And it's all about exploration here. Ooh, nice, man. So if you don't mind, hope you guys forgive me for doing a bit of digging here, because it's just too many of them. Now, also, as you are beyond the second level, all this gear here, it's good to continue mining and continue crafting, because sometimes you have some really good gear being crafted out from whatever you have. So that's why, and also selling ore to the vendor doesn't really give a lot of money. You can sell blocks the bars as well, but the best is actually craft gear and sell it to the vendor. I found that it gives you the most money, so that's really, really good. Okay, so just bear with me, just do a little bit of digging. I'll show you what I mean by that. There's already some monster here, level 13. Now I am already level 21, so I out level. Oh wow, this new music, isn't it? So I'm shocked. Wow, this music is new. I haven't heard about this music for during the closed beta or beta. Oh, this is nice. Well, I hope you you didn't see that. I mean, you know, I'm bobbing my head about it. I mean, it's really cool music. Wow. Nice, good job. Yeah, it caught me by surprise because I didn't have that music at all when I was like, you know, playing the closed beta or just after the when launching. So I'm just going to get as much material as possible, get a little bit of like and the good thing about it, a couple of very good thing about it. Let me see. So I got new crops to be harvested. Let's go back to harvest first, because if I ignore it too much, I may pass a day whereby I can harvest anything. So let me just harvest all these things first. Yeah, they're tomato. I think if I'm not wrong, in my last episode I said tomato and cauliflowers are really good to have. So I am going to do a little bit of farming on the tomato and the oh, I've got enough seed already, and the cauliflower as well. 10 of them. Yep. A bit of farming. It's actually pretty fast. Once you get the hang of it, it's straightforward. And I would like to build a fridge. And I'll tell you what I mean by that in just a moment. So I am able to build a fridge. I believe this is the one. I need 10 iron bars, so that should be no big deal. I've got a lot of iron bars in my bank here. So let's see. Iron bar is is from iron ore, of course. I need 10 of them, and the yeah, I've got enough. I have 40 of them, so I need 10 of them. So let me do a 10. I don't know. All right. So I need to build a fridge. I need 10 iron bar. Yeah, it's 10 of them, and with that I can go and make a refrigerator, and it's just an extension of the. Oh, I can do this one as well. Let me also build a ring, a copper bar. Oh, that's cool. Let me build a ring as well. I've got a ring. I didn't know that I could make one. Heal by 5% of crit damage dealt, which is great. Oh, hang on, wait. Let me just cook something first. Otherwise, I'll starve to death. And let's cook a bit of like fried. This meat is good, man. It'll feed me for a while. So that's good. And I said I want to build a fridge. I get distracted all the time. So this is a fridge. All right, let's put it here. I sleep right next to a fridge. Now the fridge is like nothing but the extra kind of like inventory, 8 of them. I mean, you know, consider the cost is very worth it. So I would like to do is put the seed inside, because I found that the seed is something that is always a bit hard to come by. So let me just do some seed, and making sure that I've got enough seed, 8 of them, huh? Okay, wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have yeah, so good. So I make sure that I have a variety of seed, and don't just eat all the food available. So I put some carrot seed inside. I should have coffee, black bean as well, corn, and the berry, tomato, cauliflower. I think tomato or cauliflower I can keep it here because I'm gonna plant some or not. Now where is cabbage? I get a little bit concerned because I thought I have enough cabbage. Let me just make sure that I've got the right thing. I need cabbage. So, you know, I would like to convert all this into seed, because otherwise I'm worried that I may not have enough cabbage. Right, so that's cabbage seed. And I can put the mushroom here as well, a little bit of inventory management. Now I got mithril. I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. Let me just put the seed inside. It's very important to keep the seed, because with the seed you can grow. Otherwise you rely a lot on the on what's being dropped here. So now that is all. I wish the fridge is bigger though. It's kind of tiny. You can't build more than one. You can build more than one, but they share the same kind of like, you know, things here. So it's kind of stupid. All right, quest completed because I need to build a ring. You could build this guy here, mithril pickaxe, and that's good because, you know, you should always try to upgrade your axe as well. And to do that, you need to have quite a few bar, the mithril bar, and I'll just show you in just a bit. And that's why I did a lot of mining here. All right, so that is good, and then you can build your pickaxe as well. All right, so that is done. They're very good. Now you could also start looking at the gear. So this is where the gear is. You could have, I think this 18 bar can get a chest item. And sometimes you got, well, this is a white item, so unfortunately it's just a white item. But you know, sometimes you do get like a yellow. You get you know, high quality items when you craft like mithril and above. So that is something worth doing. And you need a crystal that is diamond as well, which I don't have at the moment. A little bit more farming. So in between bosses, about upgrading gear, about getting the crystal, and so on and so forth, and about exploration as well. I mean, you know, this is the part whereby you should keep exploring. I'm tired, so I need to drink some coffee. Yeah. Yeah, this is the crystal here. So you can see that. And so the crystal, that's strange. Let me see, where are my torches? I think I run out of torches anymore. So let me just build some torches. All right, and some dirt. All right, so this is the one. This one is total armor increased by 13%. Armor is actually pretty good. So by right, I could. I mean, but the rest of the gear is also quite good. So I'm less inclined to do away with my gear. And there's some mushroom over there. You know, the mushroom is actually not bad when you try to stay alive during winter. There is one option for you to, like, you know, stay alive with. And when you see mithril, just keep digging. You see all this dungeon is where the mobs are. Now I said I want to do a little bit of story. Oh wow, yes, I want to do a little bit of story. So let me just bear with me. Let's see. Now I don't know whether this should be okay. These are only level 14, so these are not really a big deal. These are mobs that are quite easy to dispatch because I out level them a fair bit. Yeah, because the fact that I'm kind of thorough in playing this game, and I end up out level quite a lot of mobs. You know, the level design is still a bit odd. You can end up really strong. Like now is you know, I'm just killing off everything by just looting. It's crazy. I mean, this bar is very much very passive kind of like gameplay, and nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, every class is a bit different. Yeah, so that's done. Quite a fair bit of crystal here. It's good. I'll show you the story in just a bit. Now let's see. I've got this crystal here, armor 32, speed 8. May not be a bad thing. So what I could do is to look for something that I want to remove it, and to, yeah, probably this is the one that I would like you know, the crystal is a swap a bit here and there. So this one here I can slot in here. You can see that 1584 is my hit point, and now it becomes substantially higher because I've upgraded my gear. Now the rest of it I probably don't need it, and you know, all these are probably I don't need it either. So I only do it when I found something good. Man, I love the music, man. Seriously, crazy stuff. Let's get to that side. Whoa! This is like a crystal land. Now I need 500 crystal to build a barn and give me milk. That would be very, very fun. So I'm going to take all this. Okay. Trying to get that crystal there. Now the blue one I may keep. Yeah, I can just ignore everything. The ooze drop meat, that's bizarre. But that's nice, man. I tell you what, I mean, I have to go back to town first because I need to make sure that the crops are being tended to. Otherwise, I may lose out something, and the eggs and so on. Because I really want to make a spaghetti, which is cauliflower and tomato. So you know, any green one you can just safely throw away. And I'm just getting my crystal up. Once I hit 500, I can build my barn. Wonderful. All right, so cauliflower is the one that I'm trying to get to 10, 11. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so it's very fast. It's no fuss. And meanwhile, just do a little bit of inventory. Oh man, I'm hungry again, huh? Let me just sell off things first. No need, and no need, nope. And dirt. Alright, I think I'll just keep the rest for the moment. There are meats as well I could use, and the mushroom I can put it into the bank. Yeah, food wise I can store it first because you never know. It's good to store some food somewhere. And the wow, there's so much thing going on. Mushroom, getting a bit distracted as well. Let's cook some food. I'm hungry. Maybe just 2 egg. It's always good, or just meat. Now you may wonder, why don't I just do a whole bunch at the same time? The reason why is that you know, the food quality you make is determined by the rank of the survival you have. So you know, if you make a lot of food at the same time, you lose the opportunity to, you know, create better quality food, because as you level up, your food get better. So there's really no incentive to make too much at one shot and just put it somewhere. You just have to keep making it when you need it. So that is my advice to you, playing this. Now the so fun time here. That is, well, there's a couple of fun time here. Let me just get this one first. This guy keep bouncing around. Nope. So this one I can destroy. Anything green is can be destroyed at least. So now the fun time is that this is actually a story. So you know, this game in the closed beta didn't have any story. Now some people don't like the story to be just like a textbook. I'm fine with it. I'm really not that fussy. You know, I know what I'm going for. I mean, this sort of game is not really for RPG game. I'm not here for the story. If I play a story, I'll probably play something like, I don't know, Green Dawn or whatever it is. So I'm not here for the story, but I'm here for all the loot and the interesting bit to it. And yeah, and somehow I'm obsessed with this stone here, because in the closed beta there wasn't any, at the early stage wasn't any stone here. So I'm going to grab a whole bunch of them. So now take a look at this one. So this is a new page. So you know, it's a note number 5. Our city is overrun with refugees, human or an elf. We are trying our best to accommodate everyone while focusing on building as many fortification and defenses as we can. Many of our new citizens, armed with their knowledge of the enemy, have joined our efforts. One interesting piece of information that may prove important is that the monster seems to corrupt the ground they walk on. I have not yet found a way to remove this corruption, but I am determined to find a solution. Perhaps we can stop their advance if we can stop the corruption. We are the last bastion standing. We will stop the enemy here. We must protect what remains of our civilization. So there are altogether 13 pages, and no, I haven't unlocked everything yet. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to see elf, orc, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So anyway, it was just a taste of like what this whole story is. Oh man, don't bounce, please. Oh, sorry, I snore. It's just a little bit annoying when things are just bounced so far away from everywhere. So there's a crystal that I need to retrieve, and meanwhile I'll just get all these things. So day 39, and yeah, let me just get more meats here. Oh no! Oh man, it's crazy, huh? As you can see, there's quite a lot of distraction everywhere. You know, you try to explore the everything. You know, you don't have to play it the way I do. You could just skip some of these things and recreate the world again and got it. But I kind of enjoy it. The completionist of me would like to just get everything around me. I mean, if I can explore in a way that I, you know, just get the most out of me. So I'm just going to get a bit more orc, and I'm just going back and create a bit of armor for myself. Provided that I've got some really good gear to go along with it, because you never know what the crystal you've got. You know, the crystal I've got previously wasn't that bad either. So so there another dungeon in below, and you know, let me see. I've got crystal here. There's one unidentified, and there's another one that's speed equals 6. So resist cold is not really that great. So I don't know. Let's see what do we have. This one, vitality 2, hit point 3. So this is yet another not too bad one. But I like the experience gain because I need the XP boost. So there's no urgency to use this one yet. So I'm not going to go back and do it. So I'm going to do another one. You see this guy here? Yet another story. So I am going to. Man, I can't do this. You know what? Let me just do one dungeon for you guys, one extra one, okay? And after that, I'll call it a day. Now these are rooks are the one that can jump to you through the wall and so on. Now service being invaded, and you have got to drop everything you do to go back as quick as possible, because I use a blessing. Because if you leave the invader for too long, they tend to have a lot of corruption around it. So I cannot do that. I cannot allow that. So I need to make sure that the invasion are being dealt with ASAP. You can see that if a melee one is easy. You can just hide them around and they'll kill by aura. It's the oh wow, no, you don't want that. You don't want that. Tell why. Because they will tend to just drop into the thing and disappear, and it's very hard to find them once they drop into the ground. So you have to make sure that won't happen. So I need to make sure that all these are being sealed off. Let me see, the dirts are here. Make sure that these are all sealed off, otherwise it become a very big issue later in the future. Okay, let's see. I need food, huh? Man, let me just eat my spaghetti. Attack power is good for my bar. Yeah, another ancient. It's a non-class ancient. Well, they can't get beyond this point. So you know, whatever I've done is working. So yep. So a bit of unfortunate kind of thing. Oh, interesting. I can wear a private hat. Okay, so I've got another life force. So this is an ancient I've already got. So any duplicated ones, if you stack together, become a different rank. So this is a life force rank 3. Stack this one in, let rank 2 become rank 3. So it become more powerful ancient. That's about it. It's yeah, some play the game. Yeah, and I think let me just wrap it up quickly. I know some of you are very anxious about what I'm doing here. Right. Okay, so some of which I could just put it onto the bank itself. Yeah, and I think I can just sell off this guy. Being very brave, because if the person die, you get back your gear. And it's good to have a second set of gear, by the way. Just saying. Okay, good, very good. So I'm kind of in good shape. And let me just continue doing the clearing off the dungeon that I've got. Otherwise, I'll forget what I'm doing. Right. So that is one. Okay, so that's done. These little ones, try not to let them get away from you. Wow, I've got constantly a lot of action here, isn't it? Oh, that's yet another ancient. It's called the Ice Orb. So if you do ice damage, it's good to have that with you. Yeah. So a bit of build options there. Let me quickly get it done so that I can go back to a service and do a bit of like a... Alright, so that is oh, there's a mushroom there as well. There's a rune, by the way. So the rune is rune can make rain, can do a lot of interesting stuff as well. Okay, so I think there will be last. Oh, there's a portal of whatever location. Now, for what it does is that it opens a special area for this portal, scroll portal location in the map that you have. But since I'm pretty thorough in getting all the things around me, I don't really need to use that, and I can just set it off for better kind of like I can just set it off as well. So yeah. So that's cauliflower, and let me see, the trees are ready for the harvest. It's crazy. I mean, this game has so much stuff going on. It's not just killing things and whatever. It's about trying to get the other bits of it. I can chop some trees. I'm going to do it in just a moment. Now, if you look at the terms of the skill tree wise, there are things I could do. And I just need to think through where I want to put in some of my stuff, because I could cook mushroom as well. I mean, it's not that bad. Mushroom is another option that I could use. But of course, there are other scroll. I don't really do scroll. Coffee is not really what I'm after either. This is kind of nice as well. Potion, make it more, and yeah. So beehive, huh? You know what? Let's take a look at what beehive takes. I have no idea. Let's take a look. Probably some crazy kind of like stuff that I need to do. Oh, 5 iron bar. You know what? Let's do some beehive. Forget about barn. Bloody hell! It's so hard to get a barn. It's like 500 crystal. 5 iron bar is something I can have quite easily. So I'm very keen to see what on earth is a beehive. And and 5 iron bar is something I can really readily available here. Alright. Just do a bit of inventory management here. Like I said, this is sell for 250. I need the gold. I do need the gold. I mean, some of this I wish I could use, but it's just that I need money for everything I'm doing, including things like you know, upgrading my gear, upgrading my ancient is all gold related, so I can't do without gold. Now let's have a beehive, shall we? And I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'll sort it out in just a bit. So now beehive require 5 bar. I think that's what it said. 5 iron bar. So so that's straightforward. And I'll have a beehive. Oh, that's a nice tiny one. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll just remove this guy, my stone here. Let me put a beehive over there. I think I kind of like it. And the let's see. I mean, I can always put the beehive. Let me put a beehive there. Oh, they're so cute. it has honey, I think. And let me see, where's my heartstone, whatever, homestone they call it. I put it here, right? So that's no big deal. Now this guy here will produce something. And what does a bee does? Learn how to cook honey tea, a new type of potion. Have a chance that 2 honey jars spawn, and learn large quantity. Second beehive. Okay, fine. I have 2 beehives. Whatever. Wow, that is so very, very, very cool. Wow, I am very happy about this beehive. Just that I don't have enough space for a second one. I want to build side by side. Okay, let me see what it means. Now, well, I need another 5 bars, don't we? Do we not? 5 bars. I can't have that 5 bar. All right, done. And second beehive. Oh man, this is so very, very fun. Let me cook some eggs first. It's kind of annoying me if I don't have enough food. Where's my egg? Okay, now let's see. And the let's see the fun part of it. So I can have yeah, okay, fine. I mean, I really want to do some cheese, but it's just too many crystal required. So in a sense, I think I'm rather happy where I am. I could explore a little bit on the mushroom dishes, and the yeah, I think I can do a bit of mushroom. If I really want to for the winter. So I'm saving this guy up a little bit. I'm not that keen to do meat dishes because meat is kind of like unpredictable the way they come in. But I think all in all, I'm doing pretty okay. And the and I'm saving some of the points as well because I don't want to use up everything until I kind of like know what I'm doing. But I think all in all, very, 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 very happy with the progress right now. And as and when I see some bees coming out here, and I'll let you know what I can do with it. And in my next episode on this car beehive here, beehive. All right. So yeah, you guys take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.